angels, welcome back to the Tarot of Hope channel, and welcome in if you're new. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe. It helps the channel a lot. You may hear my bird in the background as well. He's very talkative today. So I'm going to start by doing a candle light for Emmanuel. We're going to... Alright, buddy. We're going to be doing a deeper dive with a tarot read today for Emmanuel Haro. In this dish I have dandelion, which that opens up for spirit communication. We also have cloves, and that enhances protection, cleanses the space and energy. We also have peppermint, which opens up communication with spirit realm. And then we, last but not least, we have red rose petals, and that is for love. I'm going to start this reading with my regular first deck of cards. I already pre-shuffled them, but you will see me but I already shuffled. Can you take us back to the beginning of Emmanuel Haro's case? What happened to him in that household? We want to take a deeper dive, so go as deep as you can. The Wheel of Fortune upright, and also the Six of Swords. So the Wheel of Fortune upright is a turning point, and they went for it. There's a turning point in that household where it pushed them this far. And the Six of Swords, I'm getting like either relocation or like leaving the past, like leaving their guilt behind them and starting over, like they thought they could get away with this. And then we also have this Four of Swords that we're showing on top as well. Yeah, this was planned. They planned this move. They planned all of it. This was premeditation. Let me pull. Let's do Alice in the Wonderland one. We're going to first clarify the Wheel of Fortune, the turning point that led to this this horrific crime that was committed. Can you give us a clarifier for the turning point? so we got investigate. They thought about this before actually doing it. So they thought this out, like, to a full extent. Is there any other clarifiers that we need to know about the Wheel of Fortune? Okay, I take that as a no. So now we're going to clarify the Six of Swords, the leaving the past and starting over, or relocation. Can you give us a clarifier card for the Six of Swords? Okay, so I feel like it was a relocation of the body. Because first we're all mad here, which is rage, madness. And then we have the mortality. Life is brief. His life was taken way too soon, unexpectedly for him. And then I see we also have the such a curious dream, and that's returning home. So I feel like they traveled somewhere, relocated the body from its previous place, and then they returned home after the fact. So it's not about leaving the past and all that behind. Technically, getting rid of him is leaving him in the past, like, but I'm feeling more, it's more like relocation. Can we get a clarifier for the Four of Swords, the planning their next move? Can we get a clarifier for the next move that they were planning? For the Four of Swords. Okay, we got messages for a rabbit. Okay, I feel like the next move is to get animals involved, which would be like cadaver dogs. Like, they're going to need cadaver dogs to find this baby. Because in this one, it says service to the animal world. So I believe that is their next move. Like, they might get animals out there, like cadaver dogs, canines, to try to locate this baby. Okay, let me clear the board. We'll set these ones aside so they don't keep coming out. Can you give us any other information? 3 cards revolving around Emmanuel, Haro, or what he went through. One more, please. Nine of Pentacles upright. This felt like luxury to them, like a freedom kind of thing. Then we have the Two of Pentacles in reverse. I feel like they had an inability to commit to the baby and couldn't handle him very well. We also have the Page of Swords, which is upright. And this is about mounting legal defense. So the first card we're going to look for a clarifier is the luxury, the independence, the freedom card. Can we get a clarifier for the, okay. We got set your course. Okay, they knew where they wanted to put the baby. They had a plan and the right direction of where they wanted to put him. Because we got the set up your course. They set their course of where they wanted him. And this is uncertainty. With them moving him and placing him somewhere else other than the original plan. They chose who they will become and who they will be in the future. And then we're going to clarify the Two of Pentacles in reverse, the inability to commit to the baby and handle him very well. Can we get a clarifier for the Two of Pentacles, please? Okay, that's way too many. Can we get a clarifier card for the Two of Pentacles in reverse? Okay, 3 more came out. So we'll take it. This is, you can't go back to yesterday. This is more of their regret of not wanting Emmanuel and wishing they never had him. And then we have clock time. It feels like they rushed around and maybe missed a few things with evidence, like that they tried to dispose of, and they rushed around too much, like their time was running out. And then we got the I want to be a queen. Yeah, this is about declaring freedom. Like they felt like they had to get rid of the baby, Emmanuel, so that way they can have their own freedom because he was a burden in their life. Which I don't know how you could think of your own kids as being a burden, but I guess some people are just weird like that. Now we're going to look into the Page of Swords upright, the mounting legal defense. Can you give us a clarifier card for the Page of Swords? Okay, we got 4 that popped out. 1 fell on the floor. Actually, we have 5. Okay. So these people try to create their own happiness. We got the manage to be glad. They had to manage to get rid of Emmanuel to be happy in their own lives because they weren't happy with him in their lives. And then we have you are rare and free. It's all about freedom, like getting rid of him as the burden in their mind. We also have all in the golden afternoon. Something inspired this demise. Something triggered this. Forget who you are. Conditioning falls away. Memory no longer defines you. So they don't even, like, they're, in their mind, it's like he never even existed as this, at this moment. And then we have nonsense. One of them, I feel, is going to talk sense eventually. But I feel at the moment they're telling parts of the truth, but they are also leaving out the relocating of the child. Let's see what else we can pull. Is there anything else? Actually, I'm gonna reshuffle. Some of these are turned. That one did not want to go back in. What more can you tell us about Emmanuel Haro and what he went through, or what happened to him, or what may happen in the future of the case? Okay, we got the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. There was family difficulties. Like I said, burdens. This is about burdens. They felt like he was a burden. We got the Six of Wands, and that's an upright. There's going to be good news in this case. We got the Hermit, which is an upright. One of them is going to remove themselves or try to remove themselves from this situation completely, like the murder charge. But I feel like maybe they might take a plea deal, but I don't know if it's going to minimize like a lot of time in jail or prison. We also got the Knight of Pentacles, and that's about patience is key in this case right now. The detectives and all that have patience right now regarding like Jake taking them where they disposed of the body of Emmanuel. I feel like they did at first, but there was some kind of relocation happening as well later on. We also have the Seven of Cups upright. Yeah, there was too many options that they had to choose from, but they chose one. Like they've always thought about this. They've been thinking about this for a while. Can you give us a clarifier for the Ten of Pentacles in reverse, the burdens that they felt? I also feel like there may be a third person involved because there's a male, a female, and then what looks to be like an older lady. So there's a third party in this as well. Can you give us a clarifier for Ten of Pentacles in reverse? Just one card. Nature communication. So he is in an elemental, like an outside environment. Can you give us the Six of Wands upright, the good news? Can you give us a clarifier for the good news, the victory about this case? Okay, we got two cards. We got do not drink poison and growing up. Yeah, they rejected Emmanuel a lot. Like, they didn't even pay attention to him. They didn't take him nowhere in public because they were embarrassed of him. And do not drink poison. Do not do things that are bad for you if you don't want to face the consequences. Because there's going to be consequences in the long run for them. Can you give us the clarifier for the someone removing themselves from the situation? The Hermit. We got never jam today. Yeah, they're trying to remove themselves from the situation by giving false hope and empty words and promises, thinking that the detectives will possibly think that they weren't involved in this, but the evidence is going to show different. And then we're going to do the Knight of Pentacles, the patience that people need to have for this case. Can you give us a clarifier for the Knight of Pentacles, please? Yeah, there's patience, but the detectives are getting to know them just by talking to them. The parents think that the law is not fair. They're sticking to their story that he was kidnapped, but there will be justice. And then we're going to do the Seven of Cups in upright position. The too many options, thinking about it for a very long time. Can you give us a clarifier for the Seven of Cups, please? Yeah, they were thinking about it for a while. But there was a leader in the situation, and I feel like it's a male figure, which would be the father. I feel like he led the situation and she just followed him. But still, that doesn't justify what you did. It would have been very simple if you just gave Emmanuel up for an adoption. There's plenty of parents out here, or want to be parents out here, that can't have kids, that would have loved to adopt him. Now I'm going to pull some of my homemade deck just to see what we can get. I kind of got to shuffle these like two different decks because they're so big. And my hands are tiny. Let's try to see if we can do these all at once. Okay, so we got kidnapped, loved ones, and bully. Yeah, someone really took Emmanuel, but it's a loved one that's involved. With the sun, yes. I got the sun. $90 to 125 miles. And then we got one that flew over a tower. So I feel like the tower is about cell phone data that they're going to find of where they went. The kitchen, something about the kitchen. Stabbed, happy. They were happy about this situation. They felt relieved, I'm hearing. Let's move these up a little bit. Okay, girlfriend, talent. Greed. Nude. Male. So there's a male and a girlfriend involved, which we know who that is. There's DNA. Blood was found. That's weird. We got a small candle here, a medium, and then this one's barely burning. Okay, we got 1 to 2 weeks. The cards are falling everywhere. Okay. So we got 1 to 2 weeks. Dismember. Goodbye. Psycho. Goal. Strangled. 6 to 12 months, which I feel that is his age range. We got basement again. We got that yesterday. We got CPS. Siblings. Hidden. What do we need to know about the cards that are laying out on a table right now? Oh no, we got candle wax going on the table. What do we need to know about? Okay, they flung. So we got the Eight of Cups in reverse. That is I feel like that has to do with like something to do with aimless drifting, like their minds were drifting. And then we got the Ace of Wands in reverse. Things aren't ready to be put in place yet in this case. But it will be soon. Okay, we got the Ten of Cups upright. That's about, something about marriage and family, I don't feel was a happy place in this home. And then we got the Six of Cups in reverse. Yeah, these people are being naive and unrealistic at the moment. Like they're playing games, is what I'm getting. Is there anything else we need to know about the cards that are ringing out right now? We got the Sun upright. I have a feeling this is going to come to a good conclusion soon. I feel like they're pressing and pressing because I'm hearing pressure. Okay, we got the Knight of Wands. That was kind of sideways, but I'll just say it was upright because I feel like it's more of upright. This was a self-starter, plan. Like no one influenced them, nothing influenced them but themselves. Is there anything else you need to show us or tell us regarding the cards on the table? Okay, we got the Seven of Swords. There's a lot of trickery with these guys and lies that are coming through. Criminal activity. They're trying to cut corners to get away with it, and it's not going to happen. Like the police and the detectives are one step ahead of them. Like they have plenty of things that are leading up to looking at only them. We got the Two of Swords. That is in reverse. there's gonna be a pick and choose kind of thing. Like someone's battling with themselves if they should go against the other one. I think that's why there may be some trickery, because they actually think the other person's gonna stick with the story that they came up with. And then we got the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. That is about getting prepared. I think this person is getting prepared for the other one to turn on them. Like they already have that hint that they're going to. Maybe the detectives told Rebecca that Jake took him out where the body was supposed to be. And then we got the Hierophant. They're going to follow this path of where he took them, but they have a feeling he's lying about it, and they may look in another direction where their phone is going to lead them to. And then we got the Lovers in the upright. Yeah, they're attracted to something that they're looking at, and I have a feeling it's something to do with cell phone data or cell phone calls, something, pings. It's something to do with cell phone. I'm actually going to get my Moonology, I believe, out as well. Okay, so we got the High Priestess, and that is in reverse. These people lost touch with themselves. Like, they don't even to their family members, they don't act the same as they used to. Like, they even see, like, differences in them which led them thinking, hold on, I haven't seen Emmanuel in a while. Something else is going on. And then we got the Ace of Cups. This case will revolve around healing and justice. There will be healing in the long run when everything is figured out. It's not all figured out at the moment that we know of, but behind the scenes it is. Let me grab my Moonology. Can I get 3 cards that we need to know about regarding the cards that are on the table at the moment? The cards that have been pulled that are on the table. Yeah, conclusions are within reach with this case. They're coming up with a practical plan of how to find baby Emmanuel. It's going to take some time. And I feel like this one is for Emmanuel and his siblings. You and your loved ones are safe. So I feel like these people getting put away, the detectives taking their time and coming up with a plan to prosecute these guys, I feel is keeping the other children safe. And other family members, because he wasn't the only one, I feel like, that would have been hurt in the long run. I feel like they would have hurt more kids in the future. So I'm going to clear the table, and then I'm just going to pull some guidance cards and just to see what pops out. This is a sad, sad situation. So I'm going to start with the Ocean Whisper cards. Can you give us any cards for Emmanuel Haro's case? Okay, so we got persistent drive. They desired this. They desired to do this, and it was their goal to do this. We've got childlike devotion. They couldn't devote their time with this child at all. If anything, they were more mean to him than loving him. They didn't have no devotion. We also got amble with contentment. They're waiting to respond to the detectives rather than taking action and showing them or giving them the truth. They're prolonging it for a reason. Where you need to be. These people are acknowledging how they're feeling about Emmanuel and what they did to him. But they're still like, they're not going to budge at the moment. It's going to be more of like a playtime thing for them. Like they're getting kicks off this. But have faith, and the divine and universe timing is going to set everything in line like it should be, even if they don't want it to. Now I'm going to pull some love and light guidance cards. Push these ones down. Give us any cards or guidance in the Emmanuel Haro's case. Wow, that one really flipped up. And that one wanted to come out as well. Yeah. God's going to take care of this in his own timing. Because it says, release your cares to God. Oh, that I had wings like a dove, then I would fly away and rest. And then we have focus on your blessings. Yes, you will be enriched in every way so that you can always be generous. So, divine timing is going to release everything. So that way, Emmanuel can rest. And then I'm going to just pull whatever falls out for the Jesus Loving Words from Jesus Oracle cards. And then we will wrap this reading up. Let me know if you want another one. We can dig deeper or go from here to see what we can get. Maybe about the future of the case, like present. Can I get one card or two? Okay. So the first one says, whosoever shall do the will of my Father which is in heaven, the same as my brother and sister and mother. Matthew 12:50. And then the second one that we got is forgive and you shall be forgiven. And that is Luke 6:37. Oh. Okay, angels, I think that is going to wrap it up for today. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe. It helps a lot with the algorithm and getting the video out there. It also helps support my channel as well. And tonight during the live free yes and no and the paid reading live that we will be doing for angel viewers, if you send super chats, super stickers, cash apps, or PayPals, any amount, every $1 that you send will be an entry into a full tarot reading for yourself and a 10-minute spirit box session for a loved one for you. And there will be 2 winners that get drawn on September 1st. We have already 20 entries in there in the bin from the last time we did the live tarot readings for the angel viewers. So if you are interested in that, you could send $1 just to get 1 entry in there and take your chances, or you can send 5, you can send whatever you want. And also I may do during the live tarot readings, I may do spirit led also. So if I feel like I'm connected to your energy and I feel like you need a reading, I may just give you a free reading as well during the live. So I look forward to doing that with you guys tonight. I'm going to have to switch the time though, because 7 o'clock is going pretty fast right now, so I may switch it to 9. Because I still have another video to record after this one, after I upload it and all that. But thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.